Acrisure Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
The Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The lone back's got it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. All over him immediately.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. And is incomplete on 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see.
Oh, it's blocked. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Holds on, it's Hunt. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Press center downs going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now on the counter. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Turner. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Lee. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quick give. It's Turner. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it on the counter. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Could have been an interception.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Motion from the wideout. Sets his feet. It's Jennings. The screen. He's got wheels. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking left. He's got it.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David. We've seen throughout his career, when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. The handoff. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. To the air, it's Jennings. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Light up, headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense out there to go on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play fake. Right down the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gonna let it fly. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he's gonna take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Nice move there. Maybe a crease. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Cook. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. And that's a live ball behind the line. Turning it on.
That's crazy.
He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
That was crazy. Ball's mine.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Back's got it on the screen. On the move is the 30. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Run in the red zone, it's right. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job.
I got hung up on bodies in the middle of the line there.
Good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Come on, man. Why do they still have this in the game? So stupid.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down into the 17.
Well, they're going bootleg, trying to trick the defense, but it didn't work. They were not biting on the play fake, and everybody had their eyes on the QB. They knew coming into this game he was a weapon. He was going to keep the football, staying home, able to close the distance, get him on the ground for a big sack.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking long.
I missed the wide open dude.
He had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Missed him wide open.
To make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
My dude just missed the pass.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Ballard. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got an alley. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation.
They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Churns into the pile. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Hunt. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Ooh, it's supposed to cover him.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The run inside. It's Turner. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Nick got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it.
One guy I'm blocking 2 guys. Come on.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half.
What are you doing, number 4?
If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Keeps it on the ground. There's some room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Firing for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one. But moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them out.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Oh, man.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. At the 30.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, but turn it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? In the red area, it's right. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
It's a horrible flaw. EA, come on.
Bring it out to the 25.
Let me be able to return and stinking. Kickoff return.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Well,
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run 1 more play on an untimed down. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Sooners who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
That one just came off his hand badly.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly
what is
who
with
his
the
go-to
passing?
guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to
that don't even make sense.
That's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's crazy.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. To throw one first. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They've got him corralled.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Turner.
Oh, come on.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field.
He has gotten so lucky today.
Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. 3rd and long.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.
Ah, come on.
He's looking downfield to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running to the left.
Come on, man. Hold it, block.
Cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. For yardage. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they give it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hand it to the back.
Oh, come on.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew
You got to give it time to look at the play.
The last time out, they have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him.
Where?
Getting a lot of penetration up front.
That was going to be a big play, too. I tried to throw it immediately to the wide receiver.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout.
Such hogwash, man. This game shouldn't even be close.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another up. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Who's this guy?
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. Taken down.
And man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And then the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the back. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. And that one will give them the lead. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
He's thrown 4 interceptions, but his defense has played pretty solid.
From deep, it's sacked. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I've played equally bad on offense.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Rush right in his face.
No, why are you throwing it down so far downfield, man? Oh, my goodness.
He's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
There's a window. Why is he pushing it way downfield?
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for room. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter.
It's been sloppy. Majorly sloppy. This is also the first game I've played a human since the update, so that might explain some things.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Plows his way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Lets it go for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
The game isn't going to let me return a kickoff. So stupid.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To throw, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Knight. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6.
Same thing happened to him.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
This was happening in college football 25. Come on, EA, figure this out. Jeez.
Offense comes out ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. A designed run for the quarterback.
Ooh.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second and long here. They go to the counter. Enough to move the chains. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Drops back on first down. Looking down the middle. Got a man, it's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Going to the ground. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll test the right side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback Keith. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Look out! He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Those are hard.
That is
You got to really slam them over to the other side.
A 7-point game.
You feel like you're going to kick it
these are
way
the ones
wide.
that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Going to the running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Half those guys will just hold the block.
Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark in this offense.
Pounding me all day
They'll
long.
need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Timed it perfectly.
Hang on to the ball, bro.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DB DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Rush is on. They get to him as he throws. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Long way to go on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Hunt. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Looking deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain.
That's crazy.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Turner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the run, it's Ballard. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. snaps it, and he has to have it. He wants it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Oh, man, what a game.
Bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. And you're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one
There's
play
still
at a time,
some things
and then
EA
look up
needs
and
to
then,
fix.
heck, I got the win.
Yeah,
Like
David,
the
they just
kickoff
had ice in their
glitch.
veins.
Yeah,
You can
it's
tell there's
bugs
tremendous
the heck
leadership
out of me.
on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation
We
of
got
EA
more
Sports
yards, more
College
touchdowns,
Football.
but 3 more interceptions. I just could not get anything going. Couldn't really get any rushing going either. We actually outperforming rushing. Hey, what's up? Cole Kelly. Cooley.